Hi, I'm Keith Winn. In part one, we showed you how to create the content for a great comparative market analysis using AI tools like ChatGPT and Gemini. If you haven't seen that yet, go find it. It's in our playlist. This is part two. We're going to show you how to take that data and with just a few clicks, turn it into an amazing presentation that's available through an online link, as well as something that you could print or email to your clients. I'd like to say a quick and sincere thank you to Stamp Staff, who had recently sponsored George Moorhead, who made a presentation on creating just this type of thing using AI and a tool called Gamma. That really inspired me and launched me to learn this, and now I'd like to share it with you. I hope you enjoy it. I know it's going to be valuable. It's just 5 to 10 minutes of your time, but it's going to change the way you do business and give you differentiators that few other real estate agents can compete with. The problem brokers and agents alike have is how to quickly and concisely wow a new client or prospect and have them become a seller or a buyer. A common tool is a comparative market analysis. We think the approach we're going to share with you today you'll find to be a quicker, easier, and more impactful way to get the information to your client about what they should either sell their home for or buy their home for. Of course, the early presentations are much more general. You don't want to give them everything. You want to meet with them and get in their house. As the process progresses and they've either signed a buyer agreement or a seller agreement, then you want to share more detail with them and show them exactly what their house should sell for. The goal is to impress them with your competence and credibility, honesty and ethics, and differentiate yourself from other realtors who don't go to this trouble and don't have as much information, as much credibility, or it presented in a professional manner. This solves that problem for you. Let's go. Here's a quick reminder of how we get to the starting point. We have a subject property, 880 Mandalay North 710. We searched for it in Google. We found it on Zillow from a prior listing. Pro tip: the information on Zillow is pretty good. Most of it's actually correct. What about the part that isn't? Look carefully. Do your homework. Make sure you're up to date. Everything looks good. What can you argue with? Well, here's something. The HOA fee. This was recorded by Zillow at the last sale several years ago. It's now like $1,300 a month. This is a problem. Be sure to correct such inaccuracies when you feed your GPT to create the content for your CMA. How's that for some alphabet? All we did was take this link, copy it, and paste it into Gemini. Look at that. There's the link. Gemini then did some thinking. Look at this. It did investigations, found property data, and then created a home seller report with all of the elements and sections that we taught it to include in our style and our needs for what we want to show a customer of a CMA. Again, there's a lot of detail here. This is actually for a customer who's already signed up as a seller. So it's appropriate to share extensive detail with paying customers. If this is a prospect who you're waiting to meet with so they can sign a buyer or seller agreement, you keep it a little bit more general and you give instructions to your GPT to do so. How do you make sure that the content that Gamma.app creates uses your brand, color, and logos? It's easy. Look at this. We actually uploaded this PDF that you see on the screen here so that it learned our logo, brand, colors, and approach. It's that simple. Let me show you how. When you first go to Gamma.app, you're going to see this welcome screen. Starting for free, watching the video, all great ideas. Pro tip. The good news is the pricing has a start for free, an easy per seat per month. This per seat per month will probably handle most of your needs. And there's no obligation. You can cancel after the first month. Once you set up a login, the next thing to do is to create a theme. Here we took Winn Team Realtors. We put the color palette of the colors we like to use, what color we want the heading color, what color we want the heading text to be in the body text, the backgrounds. Our brand has specific fonts. You should too. On the right side of the screen, it shows you a preview. Upload your logo. Consider whether you want round corners or shadows and what type of borders or transparency. Next, on images that are generated by AI, you tell it what type of style you would like them to be. Maybe impressionistic, maybe modern. Ours was a professional photo suitable for a law firm or high-end luxury real estate brokerage. The program will insert accent images and gives you the opportunity to upload a few. These may be a background, they may be a little inset. It's just nice to preload any accent images you'd like it to use. You can always change them later. And that's really it. If we made any changes, we go save theme. Now we have a theme. We told it to be the default theme. You can always go back and change it. Now the default theme is set up with the colors and fonts we want. We can look through the different examples on the right side of the screen, and that's it. Here we are, the magic moment. We're going to show you how you copy the text from the gem, paste it into Gamma, and then generate the slide deck. It's amazing. Now it's time to work magic. Here's the first thing. Go to Gammas. Number 2, create new. Number 3, paste in text. What do you want to do? Make a presentation, a web page, a document, or a social posting? Let's go with presentation. We'll just go to Gemini, where we have all the content that was created from the gem we created. At the bottom, we just go copy that response, paste it right here. It's looking pretty good. You just do a double check. Sometimes you want to adjust things like, man, this thing is not going to go for 645. I don't want to say that. I'm going to say 635, right? Whatever you want to do. Pending comparables, they make sense. This one does not make sense. The 1.2 million, right? What you do when you see a comparable that doesn't make sense is you add that to your instructions and you say disregard comparables more than 20% over or under the price. Everything looks good. Now, what do you want to do? I want to generate from these notes. You can say create using your text exactly as you've written it. That's okay too. And you experiment with this. It doesn't cost you anything to try the first one, try the second, try the third, and see what you like best. Let's just try generate from these notes or outline. This is cool. This is where Gamma took the notes that were recommended from ChatGPT, Gemini, and did its own thing. Okay, it's still not formatted. It looks largely the same. It uses my 635, which I modified. As you'd expect, it removed the $1 million comp that didn't make sense. And we told it to write for home sellers and real estate agents, that's us, in Clearwater Beach. American English, professional, reassuring, market savvy. Add keywords. We could change back to a document if we wanted to right now. Freeform is just one big card. Card by card comes in handy as you get a little bit better. It lets you specify which content is going to be on what page. Okay, so if we type 3 slashes, see at the top here? If you type 3 slashes, you can add a break. Let's try this out. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. Is that cool or what? In general, you don't want too much on one page. 1, 2, 3. And 6. 1, 2, 3. Now we've gone through and by placing 3 dashes, separated the content into what we'll call cards or pages. It looks like it makes sense. Here's the reminder, just type 3 dashes for card breaks. Now's the fun part, click generate. I wish I had a timer. It only took about 20 seconds for it to start cranking out this content. It's just beautiful. Now that we see it generated a really cool report, we're going to fine tune and polish it by just correcting a couple things. You'll see that it said apartment. We want it to say North 710. There's some images that we're going to clean up. The editor is very powerful. Then we'll replace that with a picture of their condo. Okay, so here's what it generated. Check this out. A home seller report for 880 Mandalay. If you don't like the way the lines are, look at that. This is all editable. Everything prepared for a valued potential client. No, prepared for you, Sam and George. This comprehensive report. How about that? Look at that. This is a great report. We're just going to look at it first. Prime location, talk about the market dynamics, averaging 70 to 70. Just do minor cleanup. Sometimes it's major cleanup. You're responsible for the content. You cannot rely on AI or these stupid tools, but they do a pretty good job getting you started and even laying out the information in ways you might not have thought of. Key insights. Our job is to sell your condo, not just list it. Target buyer profile, second homers, early retirees. Let's replace a couple pictures. This one's actually not bad, but boy, it sure doesn't look like what we got. Okay, here you go. I didn't really like this image. It's okay. Looks fake. Has nothing to do with this community. So watch this. Edit image. It's looking at AI images, but remember we uploaded a few of our favorite accent images. I'm just going to go with this. Very nice. Much better. This right here, edit image. Not an AI image, use an accent image. I like that one. Look at that. Much better. So that shows how easy it is to change images. We'll leave the rest for this demo. Now, you probably want to learn about sharing. Professional sharing? You bet. Check this out. This is how easy it is to share. Just go share, share, copy link. We'll pretend we're a new user that has never been here before. And this is what your seller or buyer, prospect, will see when you send them that link. Isn't that cool? If this isn't cool, I don't know what is. You want more than a link? More than something to send them in an email or a text? Text works great, by the way. Look at this. You go to export. You can put it in a PDF, PowerPoint, Google Slides, or export each card as a separate picture. Post it directly to LinkedIn. Add extra fonts. But wait, that's not all. You can view analytics. It'll show you how many page views, unique viewers, last opened, how many cards each person viewed. That's a nice way to see whether your customer opened and looked at what you gave them. Congratulations, you've completed the second tutorial. You now know how to use a GPT to generate content on what should be in a comparative market analysis, using your style, your words, and the sections you want to be included. Once you get that, what we'll call a prompt, you then take that into Gamma, which is basically a presentation creator, to put it into your colors, your brand, your style, your fonts, your logo, and make something that's just so impressive that's really easy to share online through a link in email or text or as a PowerPoint or PDF. Have fun with this. You have any difficulties or questions, just send me an email. Might be able to help. I'll do my best. And I really hope that this launches you on a great journey to make your CMAs even more powerful and successful. And of course, there's comments below. Everybody knows, click subscribe and like. Just as importantly, if there's anything else you'd like to learn, just put it in the comments below. We'll do our best to answer your questions or maybe even make future videos. Thank you.